On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, we got a great crew here. We're drinking some good brews, and we're talking Magic the Gathering and weird combinations of things that they're doing with cards. It's a thing, and it's an interesting thing for us to talk about. Plus, we have the return of Dad Jokes of the Week, and overall, hey, it's a good time. It's the perfect way to bring you into the weekend, or whenever you're listening to this. Because when you're here, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and V. Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull up a seat, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that's clearly just winging it. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
Yeah, I was going to thinking that you were going to say that we're out of somebody's league, but when we're in a league of our own, you really can't go any lower than what we've already stumped to. So, yeah. Pretty good. You know, I'm alive and it's another week. And thankfully, here we are once again for another episode of the big show. No IPAs, done with that garbage. They're out of here in the trash where they belong or back in the pine tree. No, Howard. No. No. I don't know who hurt you as a child, but you need to take it out on them, not on everybody else or yourself, okay? It's one person's fault. It's not yours, and it definitely isn't any of ours. Okay? I'm thirsty, so you got a shtick. I'd ask how you're doing, but you want to drink an IPA, so I already know that you're not doing well.
Well, we'll come back to that.
Next thing.
I guess we're doing a kind of the new version of this whole thing, you know, where we introduce our guests as part of everybody's favorite segment on this show, and that is What's on Tap. And joining us, we'll let him kick it off because he joined the call first. That's just how it goes. But all the way from the West Coast, it's Doc making his return to the show. Doc, how you doing, and what are you drinking?
I'm doing well. Glad to be back. It's been a long week, so this is very much needed tonight. I'm going to start with, because I know that IPA Appreciation Month is a distant memory, the Mecha Raven Double IPA from Black Raven Brewing. It is 8% ABV and canned at Black Raven Brewing, which is in Woodinville, Washington, which is literally just the next suburb over from me. I looked it up earlier. It's a 23-minute drive from my house. So if it's good, which I'm guessing it won't be, I know how to get there. So
just a Raven's flight away.
Yeah, a Mecha Raven. A Mecha Raven's flight away. Look at that artwork.
Mecca.
Like
the Mecca of Ravens.
Like, they think that artwork is going to, you know, make us forget that it's actually an IPA.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm making it up. I'm making up for the fact that I didn't suffer with you all during that period. I need to pay my dues as well. Yeah, something that's not great, you should never double up on, and I should have known with it being a double IPA. I'd probably give it a 1.5. Like, it is like bitter all the way through from beginning to end, aftertaste. I'm going to need to chase it with my Coke Zero.
That's horrible.
But yeah, that'll be fun to try to get through. I shouldn't have bought the big can.
We all make mistakes. It's okay.
I was just about to say, when it comes to IPA Appreciation Month, we all make mistakes. So, glad to have you back. Also joining us, making a return, it is the Triple B's very own Bridgerton Batman. I bring that up because that thumbnail was still
That was a good one.
that's like in the top 10 of Triple B thumbnails. But really, it's the Triple B Armorer, one JS Gunslinger making his return. JS, how is it going? And what you drinking tonight?
It has been several weeks. Several weeks combined in a row, stacked on top of each other, and then driven into the ground. I am in the middle of doing employee reviews for all of my staff. I have found out that I am more than likely losing 4 of them by the end of the year. I picked up some kind of god-awful respiratory virus when I was in Hershey. So for the week after I returned, I felt like I got hit by a train. Nasty head cold, like chest hurt, body aches from hell, and I honestly thought I had a bulged or messed up vertebrae in my neck with as bad as it's been hurting. I've been going to the chiropractor twice a week for the last 2-3 weeks now. But it's getting better. It's much, much better now. I actually feel like a human now. But, aside from all that, I am going to make a first on the show. I'm going to make simple syrup on the show live. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. I ran out of simple syrup for the old fashions, so I'm gonna make a bunch of it here when we're doing the shows, because that'll give me something to do, because I don't want to go work on a car right now. I'm gonna be drinking a Shock Top Mango Island Wheat, because it's not an IPA, and I don't want to drink one of them. Ooh, I can instantly overwhelming mango smell, so I like that. Nice and smooth. The mango is there, but it's not overpowering. It's strong, but it's not overpowering. The wheat doesn't. That's a really good blend of. That's a really good blended wheat beer. Like that's good. I like that one. It's smooth. It doesn't have an aftertaste. It doesn't have a bite. It's not. You're not biting into a mango. You're not chewing on a piece of grass. This is a really, really good beer. I like this one. Kudos to whoever this one came from. It was either Howie or Kidder, I believe, but I don't know which one.
Probably Local Geek.
It could have been him too.
It wasn't me.
It was several months
Shaggy.
ago that I got this. It's been in the fridge, just kind of marinating for a while. Yeah, that's a solid 4. That's a good beer.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Kidder, I saw you reach into your beer fridge.
Yeah,
What you
I
have in
figured
your
it was
fridge?
about time, and JS just dropped it off, and I don't want to get any less fresh. And so, straight from the East Coast, the Youngling Traditional Lager returns. Also, apparently, the official lager of the Philadelphia Phillies. So we're going to get lagered up with the original amber beer, Youngling & Sons, America's oldest brewery, Pottsville, Pennsylvania, 12 fluid ounces in this right here with Ball Corporation aluminum. It's there, right there. So I've already rated this one, pretty sure. Local Geek just referenced that. Howard, what are you drinking?
Well, Kidder, I kind of hinted at it at the beginning. Yes, we have finished IPA Appreciation Month. I still have a couple of like extras, and I was pretty sure that none of you were going to be asking me for them, but I had a couple that had followed like much stronger IPAs, and so I don't know that they got necessarily a fair shake. So I'm trying one of them again tonight, but this was the 4-6's Grit and Glory Hazy Session IPA. It's a 4.8% alcohol by volume. Yeah, basically a tie-in to the Yellowstone franchise. I think others like Local Geek gave it high marks, but as I said, I think it followed like a double IPA, and so I don't think it got a fair shake. I think I even said that it tasted like water following. So just giving it another try. So I will say it does have some hops, but it's definitely not the strongest bit of hops that we had during the course of IPA Appreciation Month. The citrus in it really does come through because it's supposed to have notes of citrus and pineapple. I don't really get the pineapple in it. I think that's a little on the weak side. But you do get a citrusy note to it. It's all right. I think I would rate this somewhere in like the 3.5.
Too high. Too high.
So
done. Too high.
So, but the only IPA I'm having tonight, I got a couple other choice beverages. One from JS sitting over here, and hey, something special for finishing IPA Appreciation Month. So we'll get to those.
There's nothing special about an IPA. Stop it.
I mean, I think there's a special sense of enjoyment when they're gone.
Place in
Don't have one in
hell.
your fridge.
I was going to say there's a special place in hell for them.
Apparently, that's about where Doc picked his up. Ugh. But you know what? Aside from IPAs being out of here, I'm happy, Howard. Do you know why I'm happy?
No, I don't, Kidder, because there's so little in this world that seems to make you happy. So what's doing it? What's bringing the joy to one Mark Kidder?
Why are you so angry?
I mean,
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Hockey's back, baby. It's hockey season. Let's go. Yeah. Ready to roll. Hockey time. Also, it's almost Halloween, and so the return of the Silver Snakes.
Ooh.
Yes. Let's go hockey time.
And here, Kidder, I thought there was another reason why you might be happy. And that's because I know you don't follow all of the gaming news that I follow. But a particular card game that you and I used to play in the mornings at school, they have been doing so they used to do this thing called Secret Lair. They still do Secret Lair, which was kind of like, here's a small imprint of kind of our cards, but with like somebody else's IP. But it was a special like order thing. In recent years, they kind of created this own other branch of the game, which is called Universes Beyond. And it's kind of an excuse to take other people's IP and work it into Magic. So they have done Lord of the Rings was a big one. They did Warhammer.
Way of doing that.
And the last two sets that they have done have gone for, like, people have gone bonkers over, and like WotC is just raking in the cash. And that was, of course, Final Fantasy. They did a Final Fantasy crossover, and then they did Spider-Man just came out, and
Doctor.
They did do Doctor Who. That one didn't go quite as gangbusters as like Final Fantasy. At times, like a booster box was going for over $1,000. So, which is a booster box is like basically a box that holds 36 booster sets in it. So, $1,000 for something.
Because they
like
live
that.
in a fantasy land. So,
But here's the thing: because they made such buku bucks with this, Kidder, they have announced what the new universes for Beyond will be for next year, 2026. And I thought that you might get excited about this. And so allow me to share the 2026 lineup, which includes Laurel Wind Eclipse. That's one of their originals. But we have Nickelodeon, Universes Beyond. The Secrets of Strixhaven, which again is one of theirs. They're doing Marvel Superheroes, The Hobbit, Reality Fracture is one of theirs. But look at that November release, Kidder. It's Star Trek.
I wasn't going to steal your thunder. I knew. And I'm excited.
So there's no K-pop Demon Hunters in there, so I'm not interested.
Not yet, JS. Not yet. Give them time.
I kind of feel bad as a grown-ass man being slightly addicted to K-pop, but my daughter has... I think my daughter has gotten me addicted to the show, and I think we've watched it about 20 times together now. Mm-hmm. I think I know more of the song words than she does.
I have to admit, it's probably been like over 2 decades since I played Magic the Gathering or followed it, but I'm really confused about this like IP crossover thing that doesn't seem to fit into the game that I remember.
Oh, it's weird.
Clearly it's just a blatant money grab, but you know.
Yes, it very much is. And there's actually quite a few people who are like torn about it in the Magic community. There are some people who are like, well, great, this other thing I love is now in this, the game I love. And then there are other people who are like, damn it, Magic is its own thing. It's got lore, and this just doesn't work. This is about people, jumping and traveling to different planes and fantasy monsters. And now there's Spider-Man and
Nickelodeon, like that. What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put down my SpongeBob SquarePants 4 Planeswalker. I don't know.
I was thinking more of a Ren and then a Stimpy for the bonus, and then you got a +5 attack, and then I'm going to throw down a Rocco's Modern Life, Rocco, and then Stimpy is going to be there to give +5 agility as well, and then
finish it up.
The comic book.
I'm going to play a Krabby Patty, and it wipes all that out.
See, I'm just gonna like it the fact that there's some kids out there who are getting into Magic. Hey, it's these IPs we know, and like they're gonna be like, Dad, we're really into this card game, and it's gonna be I played that. Let's play. I got an old deck, and then her dad's gonna be sitting there like, okay, let's go. Okay, I tap 2 and I cast SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yep.
The dad's gonna be like, what? What the hell?
I'm gonna play a cat dog, and then I got a 2-for-1, so you're all screwed.
You gotta yell, "Hey Arnold!" so then you can throw a football at your opponent.
Yes.
For a 1 damage.
I'm gonna play the you can't do that on television enchantment, and if anybody says I don't know for the rest of the round, they get slime poured on them.
Ooh, the slime.
The green slime.
Double dare.
Mm-hmm.
Or what would you do?
Or Olmec. That would be the one card that would be cool to play.
Olmec would be
the rarest. It's the rarest card in the deck.
Yeah, he'd have to be because it's an instant win. It's like playing the advanced Mewtwo in the Pokemon ones. You're just gonna win.
And what did we play to? Was it 20? Did we play to 20 typically?
I think you started with 20 life. Yeah.
So it's a 30 damage. Olmec attacks for 30.
And the only way you can protect yourself is if you have the Shrine of Silver Monkey.
with a Kirk Fog modifier straight from his lair.
He's gonna like steal you, throw you in the back of his van and drive away.
I think the protection would be like the
allegedly
life idol, the medallions that they had to collect. The Shrine of the Silver Monkey is just a very powerful combo that you will never assemble. There'll always be one piece that you just can't get to work in it. For Kirk Fogg, I think it would just be a card that like his ability would be like on the clock or start the clock, and then you only have like 10 turns left. Game ends.
Watch out for the temple guards.
Yeah.
I was thinking because obviously they're penance of life, Howard. Howard.
I haven't watched the show in like 20 years. Cut me some slack.
That is a lie because it was 2007 when we were watching that all the time. And
almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. Listen, I've been drinking. Got me some slack. Yeah.
You're all messed up with that messed up drink.
Now, the other thing that I'll tie into Magic, just because it's also interesting, is people are, like it's becoming a whole like business on like social media to like open your packs and get polls and have these reaction videos and kind of get all these clicks and clout for that. But this has led to people creating fake kind of polls. And like the best example is in the Lord of the Rings set. Wizards of the Coast did a 1-of-1 card, and it was for the One Ring. So there's only one card like this. They wrote it in the original language of Mordor. There's that. It got a lot of news when it came out because the guy who got it sold it for, I want to say it was like $3 million to Post Malone. So Post Malone, who's a huge Magic fan, owns it. But you get people who don't know the lore. They just know that it brings clicks if you do it. And so for a long time, there's been people who have been going, hey, I just opened a collector's pack of Lord of the Rings, and look at these killer polls. And if you're looking at the graphic that's on the screen, and if you're an audio listener, let me describe it. It is clearly a fake copy of the One Ring, but the guy's got two of them and didn't even look to take in. You can see right here on the card where it says 1-of-1.
I saw that right away.
Yeah. And people are posting stuff like this because they're like, oh, I'm going to clicks and people will be excited about my poll. No, it's tough to be a Magic the Gathering fan right now. It's a bit crazy. So, yeah. JS is just like, I'm just sitting here making my simple syrup.
Okay, I just we made some like Italian tomato sauce, kind of a pizza sauce, but more of like a spaghetti, kind of a hot dish sauce, something like that. So I just took the last of them out here, and yeah, now I'm gonna focus on the simple syrup. I've got some fancy bottles that I'm gonna be bottling it in. I got a Templeton rye. I got a Glendalough bottle. I got a Jameson triple. This was really good, by the way. That Glendalough was amazing, and the Templeton is really freaking good too. Another one that's really good for how cheap it is Tin Cup. It's like $23-24 a bottle, and it's really smooth and really, really good. I'm a big fan of this Tin Cup stuff. So
nice.
That's what I'm going to be putting my simple syrup in.
Excellent.
I see we got another guest.
Yes.
Spookily trying to sneak in.
I mean, kicking down the door and clearly setting it on fire. It is none other than the Local Geek, coming to us probably live from like the fire pit in his backyard or some other interesting location. But Local Geek, how you doing tonight? What are you drinking, if anything?
Hey, good. I wish it was more exciting than my backyard, but it is my backyard. But figured it's probably one of the last nice evenings of the gonna get, and got to take advantage of the old fire pit. So I'm going to have myself a Shiner raspberry lemonade shandy. I think I had one of the other ones the last time I was on. I can't remember which one, but mango, I think. Ooh, that was pretty good. It's a little bit more tart than I expected, but I know raspberries can get a little tart. So,
You must
think
be
it's 3 out of
running
5.
into some network issues over on the west side tonight.
Oh, is it a little laggy?
Just a little bit. Just a.
It's like you're coming to us from some dark realm, about to tell us a spooky story.
Have you tried
Oh, is
unplugging
is my
it?
audio fine?
He is just bringing the other Nickelodeon magic card, the Midnight Society.
Is my audio
I thought you were
good?
going to go. The audio's fine. I thought you were going to go with "Are You Afraid of the Dark?"
Well, that's what it is. It's the
There you go.
the tales of the Midnight Society when they sit around the fire.
I grew up without Nickelodeon, so I grew up with 2 channels. So I only got to watch Nickelodeon when we went to my grandma's house. So my Nickelodeon knowledge is not as strong as others. So
Same, bro. Same.
I'd even go with Salute Your Shorts.
I had 3 channels, so bam. And sometimes I would get a fuzzy 4th channel.
I think technically we had 3 because I think it was
PBS, ABC, and Fox.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So,
Every now and then, CBS would come in if all the cards aligned and everything came up. But there was nothing good on CBS, so we didn't care.
yeah. No, that was we didn't have much of Nickelodeon. So yeah, my Nickelodeon knowledge is not great.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about, kids shows, yeah, it's stuff that was on Fox or PBS.
Like, if you want to go into some Simpsons trivia, I can do that. Or some of the other weird and oddball shows that Fox had, like we've talked about before.
Yeah. There's they announced that there's going to be a second Simpsons movie, and there's even talk that it might be the finale of the series. Like they might be bringing the Simpsons to an end. I've heard some rumors.
That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me because I was actually surprised they announced it because I remember after the first movie, Matt Groening said they would never do another one because it was just too much work. So when they announced they're doing a second one, I was like, I wonder if that's sort of like they're going to cap it off with that and be done.
I mean, it makes sense. That show has been on for so long, and most of those voice actors, I mean, they're getting up there in years, Yeah. So
It's got to be the longest running.
It is
thing by now, or cartoon, whatever by now. It's like because it was started in.
It's in the late 80s or early 90s.
Early 90s, I think.
Because it started as a bit on the Tracy Ullman show in like 1988, 1989, and then it spun off into its own show. But yeah, it is the longest running primetime TV show that's currently on the air. I think the only thing that beats it out in TV in general is some of those soap operas that have been going on since the 70s.
I think Cops was up there too at one point. I don't know if that's still there or not, but.
Well, 1987 was when it debuted as shorts.
Yep, April
on the Tracy Ullman show.
Yep, April 19th. Yep, I just looked it up here too.
Yeah, and then 1989 is when it got its full run, or as its own show. So, but yeah, I mean, it's been on, forever, and it's just
that show. That show is the same age as I am. That is an integral part of my childhood and like my whole personality. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. So
yeah, I didn't get to watch a lot of that. My mom hated The Simpsons, and so we weren't allowed to watch it.
Honestly, on The Simpsons, for whatever reason, my parents didn't seem to care too much about that one.
Yeah, I was going to say we watched it as a family. My parents loved it. Which is surprising when I look back on it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think my mom was worried that we would pick up some of like Bart's mannerisms and attitude and behavior. So we weren't allowed to watch it.
Yeah, no, I see that. That's why I'm saying, like, looking back, I'm surprised that we were like, let's watch it. Like, we watched it every week as a family after dinner. Like,
yeah. So, yeah, but that was, my parents were a little strict on some of those sorts of things. It's just how it went. But yeah, so we'll see. Shh. I think Kidder is signaling that that's enough Simpsons talk. Time to move on to something else.
It's the end of the episode. Everybody knows that.
I know. That's I was just running with that.
Okay. Plus, it's probably thirsty time. I see you finished something.
Well, I finished this IPA.
Well, that's a plus. That's a plus. I finished it.
Yeah. I mean, I have extras of the IPAs from IPA Appreciation Month. So, if anybody wants any of the selection, I mean, I got like 2 of the Feast of Sultan. I know how much you guys all loved that particular one.
Yeah, you can. You know what? I have a gun range that'll take care of them right now.
Yeah.
I bet you.
I kind of want to say yes. Please deliver them.
Why? Do you have somebody to pawn them off on?
I have 2 reasons. 1, I could take them off your hands. Reasons. 2, I could tell you to turn around and get the hell out of here. The first reason being what JS just mentioned.
It's all right. Well, I'll find somebody to pawn them off on.
They'll make good targets.
Poor bastard.
Yeah. Well, we'll find somebody will come through and I'll be like, oh, you gotta try this. So good.
Poor unsuspecting sap.
Yeah.
I was going to say, who do you hate that much that you would do that to them?
I mean,
aside from Kidder,
I mean, yeah. I have pawned beer off on many a family and friend. Hey, you should try this. It's interesting.
Yeah.
This is terrible. I said it was interesting. I didn't say it was good.
He's pawned it off on us multiple times.
It's just that's just how it goes. If I end up with something terrible, I tend to pawn it off on somebody. So that
what a dick.
That was batch number 1. Here's batch number 2.
So I am going to have a round 2. I don't know if anybody else wishes to join me in everybody's second favorite segment of the show. What's on tap? Round 2. Drink. This one I got from JS, and so I'm trying to get caught up on some of these because I think this is even from like last convention season. This one is brewed only in the Czech Republic. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of the city because that just won't go well. But it is what I'm going to guess is Pilsner Urquell. So it's the original Pilsner brewed the original way. 4.4% alcohol by volume. It is 16.9 ounces. So, and this is meant for 21 and up. So, I think all the rest of you have had this, except for Doc.
I think most of us have, yeah. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It was an interesting find when I found it, just because of what it was, But
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a Pilsner. I can't remember what Kidder rated it, but I could see him rating it kind of high because it's got a very strong wheat taste to it, and Kidder does tend to like wheatier beer, stuff that he can like practically chew. So I can see this being up his alley.
You can read that. That is another 3 cups of straight white sugar. A little more water in there.
I think I'm going to rate this a 2.8. It's not that it's terrible. It's just all right,
I kind of recall a similar rating, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, it ain't the best thing in the world, but it's not terrible either.
Right. I mean, we have drank some far worse stuff on this show than this. It's just like if you were to offer me one of these again, I'd probably go, nah, I've had that. I'm okay.
Yeah. I would drink about as many of those as I would Bud Light. So,
I mean, I would probably drink more Bud Light than this, but that's because I can put green olives in Bud Light and,
What's stopping you from putting green olive in that?
Bush
I'm
Light.
all out of
Absolutely.
I'm all out of green olives, local geek. I may have taught my son that you can suck the pimento out of a green olive, and he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. So now he has eaten all of my green olives.
Nice. Although I guess we should reflect on what happened the last time you had green olives on the show too. So,
I mean, listen, I in what little free time I've had, I've been trying to get some more shorts made and reels for the social media. I just got to the olive incident in my list of ones to make. So if you haven't seen that, go back. I think it's like episode 192, if my memory serves me. 192? No, 191. Go back to episode 191, and you can relive me dealing with a terrible olive incident. It was very questionable. But anyway, Doc, I see you're holding something. Clearly you're wanting to join in.
Yes, we're gonna switch gears. I have the Arrogant Bastard Ale, which is canned by the Arrogant Consortia, which is a subsidiary of Stone Brewing out of California. They have a brewery in Virginia. It is 7.2% alcohol by volume. It is classified as a strong American ale. On the can, they say, drink fresh, numbskull. They also say, true arrogant bastards refuse to be arrogant, which seems odd. Know where your beer comes from. So I did look up their website, and this beer, they have 2 taglines for it. One is, you're not worthy. The other is, hated by many, loved by few. And their description is, this is an aggressive ale. You probably won't like it. It is quite doubtful that you have the taste or sophistication to be able to appreciate an ale of this quality and depth. We would suggest that you stick to safer and more familiar territory, maybe something with a multi-million-dollar ad campaign aimed at convincing you that it's made in a little brewery, or one that implies that their tasteless fizzy yellow beverage will give you more sex appeal. Perhaps you think the multi-million-dollar ad campaigns make things taste better. Perhaps you're mouthing your words as you read this. So, bold statements. So we'll see if it lives up to that. It's not bad. It's actually not as strong as I thought it was going to be after all that hype. It has like a little bit of like a hint of a high level like IBU at the front, but then it sort of gets softer in the aftertaste. Probably give it a 3. I mean, it's decent. I don't think it fully lives up to the hype in their description, but it's not terrible. And they also made sure to note on the can, just in case you were curious, that it is vegan. So.
Well, that's important, to some people that care.
Yes. to all the arrogant bastards out there, it's very important to us.
Probably the type that drink IPAs.
And on that note, Kidder, you're holding something. What you having?
This is from Maine with love in a yellow can from an independent brewer since 1995. As Doc was just having that can throw shade at this can before I even held it up. It's a citrus, hazy, and refreshing. This brew is an award-winning Belgian-style wheat beer with coriander and curacao orange peel to be citrus-forward, hazy, and refreshing. We're good together. Your support makes it possible for us to donate 1% of our revenue and collaborate with local nonprofits to make our community a better place. 12 fluid ounces. Rouse your yeast with the can bottom up. Gently swirl to enrich the beer's flavor. Flip open and enjoy.
Bottoms up.
Am I doing this right?
Something like that.
I mean, I think I have to give you the answer that was the motto for the guild of ours way back in WoW, which is, you're doing it wrong.
I'm probably doing it wrong as well, but
I roused it. I gently swirled it. I swirled it. You saw the swirl.
Listen, I just was throwing back some like nostalgia trivia. I mean, just
it's good.
It looked to me more like you were doing like the princess wave, but just happened to have an upside down beer can in your hand.
Yes. Yes. Check out this Belgian ale. Right here.
That's Kidder's secret. He's often working on his princess wave. He just always holds a beer while he's doing it for his cover.
Yes.
No, I'm not practicing for a beauty pageant. I'm just rousing my beer.
Yes.
Definitely not. And of course, only 5.2% on this coriander orange infused beer. Let's see if this thing pulls a Howard and goes all over the place. Yeah, there's a little action shot. Mm-hmm. Well, there's lots of citrus and orange just popping right up out of the head on this thing.
I think you'll like that one.
I don't know. We're encroaching dangerously close to IPA territory on this.
Oh, come on.
It's like a citrus IPA. It's trying too hard. It is from Maine and it's independent, so I mean it's practically an IPA.
Okay, to be fair, those have been in the fridge since March. My bad.
Listen, JS, if it makes you feel any better, when I pulled my beer out for tonight, I put some new beer in. I still have a bag on my floor that says Merry Christmas Howie that I have yet to open and yet to put into my fridge.
Uh-huh. I don't even
want to put those in the
get that
fridge.
one, but I know at least one or two of them are nasty, so good luck.
I'll get to them eventually. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some drugs on the show and pop some ibuprofen.
Doing the hard stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do have to share this, Kidder. After this is episode 234. After 234 episodes, Kidder, we finally got feedback.
Like you turned two mics on at the same time with a speaker nearby, or what?
No, like somebody actually made like a decent comment about the show, and it wasn't
Turn
local.
this off.
No. It was a very simple comment. It came in on one of our shorts, actually, the one that at the time of recording was last week. And it was a very simple comment, and it was, JS is the best.
Oh. Was it his wife?
No, but we do know who
Not
it is.
me or my mom. I don't think it was my wife, but It was who?
Was it your wife?
No.
Was it his mom?
No. It's everybody.
Was it my mom?
No. It's everybody's favorite Malort drinking bastard, Big Bada Boom. Put that down.
Wow. Throwing shade at local geek. Ouch. What do you got to say about that local geek? You gonna let him into the house next time he comes over?
I almost invited him to sit around the fire with me tonight.
Aren't you glad?
Yeah, you're glad you did.
Yeah,
You would have thrown him into it.
Hey,
right after that.
Local geek, do you want some IPAs?
I think I might have a couple I could slip his way.
We're gonna do something a little bit differently here too. So I made one batch with just standard white sugar. So I've got 3 bottles of white sugar simple made up, and then I'm making 3 cups of sugar in the raw syrup. This gives a different taste to the simple syrup, and it goes, depending on your whiskey, it goes really good with some and not so good with others. Goes really good in like the Templeton, goes really good in a tin cup, goes really good with and then goes really good with some of the stronger whiskeys, the ones that have more of a bite to them. There's that little bit of, I don't know, that cane sugar flavor, that darker flavor it's got to it, kind of mellows out that strong whiskey flavor. The standard simple goes great with the standard ones, but if you got one that's got some bite to it, put some of that sugar in a raw simple in there, and it'll tame that down some. And I grabbed another drink.
What are you having?
I have a also probably pretty old one. Two Town Cider House Prickly Paradise Prickly Pear Cider made with noble cactus fruit, 5.3 alcohol by volume, a whole 12 ounces, only fresh pressed Northwest apples, always whole ingredients, no added sugar. Friends from 2 nearby towns blended together on a mission to bring cider back to the people. True craft cider made using whole fruit and no shortcuts. And they actually put like all of the nutrition facts and stuff on it and the ingredients. Wow. That's cool. And I just tried it here when you guys were talking. It's actually really good. It's nice and smooth. It's got
Those
a really
guys have been well reviewed.
I see it in the can. It's got a really pretty like red color to it. It'd be really good in like a high top glass, something like that.
Might be your
Yeah, I
salsa.
like this is 4, 5, maybe 4.5. Well, we'll go 4.5. This is a good, nice, smooth, easy drinking. This is one that the wife would like to.
I almost actually was looking at that one at the store today, and I almost grabbed it, and I didn't. So next time I'll have to.
Yeah. I think you'd like that one too. 'Cause it's nice and smooth. You like the fruity drinks. I mean, with the massive amount of fruity crap you've had, this would be a nice. This is a nice table 1 beer, and not a table 7 beer.
Table 7, not a table 7. I was going to say, Kidder, you're lucky that it sounds like I'm not making it back to North Dakota in the next few months like I was planning, because I was going to bring more of that Imperial cherry cider that everybody loved but you.
Yeah. You know what? We can bring it for them. They can enjoy it.
If it makes you
But
feel better.
it only comes in a 6-pack, so you have to take one.
6 for Howard.
I actually, Doc, I was going to say, I still have mine because I haven't got to it yet, because this is how far behind. So I still have one. I could just give it to him. I can just drive down to Kidder's place, just set it down there, go, here you go, buddy, and just.
I was going to say, I think everybody that I brought it for liked it except for him, because he just it's out of once it says cherry on it, he's not even interested. Doesn't even give it a chance.
No. But I'm just gonna have to look at, my firearms and maybe have them close by, or if Howard shows up on my property.
Don't worry, Howie. I'll give you cover fire. You got this.
I'm just looking forward to this. How this gets reported on the 6 o'clock news. Man tased while delivering cherry beer to friends.
The interview, I was just trying to bring him a cherry cider.
Mm-hmm.
He came out with 4 guns and grenade. Told me to run away.
Probably a trident too.
Luckily, I yelled, "I got kids," and he just went for the taser instead.
I got a collar in that.
Yeah. He tried to throw down a Ren and Stimpy magic card too.
Local Geek doesn't probably know what that's about. Local Geek, wait, beginning of this episode, and that'll explain it. So,
JS, you were talking about the color there. I just purchased some mead from a company that I had a while back, Bearded Viking out of Montana, and one of them is a really, really beautiful purple color. Howard's got a picture of it he can throw up when the episode comes out. But.
Cool.
Don't make Howard throw up. That's not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that only happens on the episodes where we're doing If You Know, You Know.
Yeah. At some point, we'll have to get back to that.
Table 12 beer.
Table 12.
Speaking of things that's only good after Table 12, Kidder, it's time for a segment that, and you love. We haven't done in a while.
How did we get to table 12?
Oh, dad jokes of the week.
There aren't even 12 tables at this damn place. We can't even fit 12 tables in the tavern. Come on now.
I mean,
whose tables are these? Where did they come from? Whose tables?
I mean, I got 5 tables down here in the cave. So
the real question is, why are all the tables flipped over?
That's because somebody played a Ren and Stimpy magic card, and Anyway, it's dad jokes of the week. For anybody who doesn't know, I have this book. I read dad jokes out of it, and we tend to not really enjoy them, but I do this anyway because we're almost through this book. So here are our dad jokes of the week. Someone broke into my house last night and stole all my antidepressants. Well, I hope they're happy.
Yes.
Once I was abducted by a group of mimes. They did unspeakable things to me. I have a very secure job. Just nobody else who wants it.
Got that one on lock.
Yeah. I wanted to be a doctor, but I don't have the patience. There you go. Some dad jokes.
I'm always happy to study algebra or calculus, but geometry is where I draw the line.
Yeah. I never wanted never wanted to combine letters and numbers.
You guys are familiar with the all-you-can-eat Asian place here in town called Finn, right?
Yeah.
Did you know if you go more than once, it becomes an Irish place? It becomes Finnegan.
Good job. Kudos on that one. Kudos. I might win dad joke of the week.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with
I'm watching Kidder containing his rage right now.
Yeah, don't you disrespect Finn like that.
Oh, I'm not throwing any disrespect.
I heard it.
They're
I heard it
delicious.
I heard it in your tone.
I don't know, man. I think a Wahoo is better. I'm gonna go there.
It's because you haven't gone to Finn yet.
I have gone to Finn. I didn't care for it. I like Wahoo better. I said it.
Are you drunk?
No. It might have been the drugs. Might have been that. There's ibuprofen, you know. They'll hit you.
I will say I missed a few of the roles that Oahu had that they didn't carry over to Finn. The macadamia roll being probably the one I missed the most.
They
Are
might
those
have.
sirens in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
No, Kidder, that's just the natural ambient noise of Mandan.
I know, Mandanistan. I understand how it goes. I'm just waiting for the gunfire to erupt. I just wanted to hear or make sure that I'm not hearing things or that I'm not playing flashing lights suddenly in the background like it's just a process running on my computer constantly, even though I'm not actually playing it. I'm going through reality checks here, okay?
We've already had flashing lights in real life on the show.
Yes, we did.
Those beautiful LEDs.
Yes.
Tonight I was picking up my son from after school care, and he goes to a place that's up by St. Mary's High School. And Kidder, while I was pulling out, I happened to notice pulling into St. Mary's High School was Bismarck PD's like big SWAT vehicle.
Bearcat?
The Bearcat.
There was a I don't know what the event was exactly called, but it was, I think, at the new St. Mary's complex before their football game for first responders and the church carnival or something, or not church, but the school carnival or something.
Yeah. There's also a highway patrol that pulled in too as we were leaving.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I don't know what you did.
I didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
We're getting to that point of the show where we know that we're near the end of the show, and so nobody wants to throw out a topic. I'm saying. So,
Ice Road Truckers is back. Season 12 just premiered last night. After like a 10-year hiatus, they brought it back.
All right.
Two of the drivers from the last couple seasons, and one of the drivers from most of the seasons, but the other guy came back. Then they have a couple new drivers, some new areas. I like it because it takes place in Manitoba, so it feels like we're supporting the local documentary of things and stuff.
Ice Road Truckers is a show I got cold on. It's after a while. I enjoyed it at first, but after a while, it's like things got a little too over dramatized. Like every time, like they're like, and he's pulling on the ice, and they would do kind of all the dramatic music and the slow motion of getting on the ice. And it's just like, I don't know. So I kind of felt like after you'd seen a season or two, it's like you kind of seen all you need to see of Ice Road Truckers. So, Kidder, did you ever watch because like Ice Road Truckers hit a certain level of popularity, and then there was the Ice Road Trucker movie. I think it starred like Lawrence Fishburne.
So it's funny that you say that, because that was yes, Lawrence Fishburne was in it, but you want to know who else was in it?
Wasn't Liam Neeson in there as well?
Yes, Liam Neeson. He's gonna get in your truck. He's gonna find you. And there is a sequel that is now available on Netflix.
Just going to say, did that truck contain fat bears?
No. No fat ass bears.
Okay. We might have to get into that next season because I just saw our next week. I mean, but I did just see that come up on this.
It is
Yeah.
it is fat bear season.
All right.
It is, and I had to make the fat bear reference because if you go back into the classic Triple B thumbnails, we may have a thumbnail of Liam Neeson driving a pickup truck with two fat bears in the back of it. You know, that was back when we were first playing with AI, and it was fun. And on that bit of nostalgia, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while. It's time that we wrap this show up. To do that, we need some cheap plugs, some final thoughts, and the other things we do to close out this show.
Look at that board.
What's it gonna do?
Isn't that a beautiful color?
Well, you said look at that pour, so I'm looking at it. But what's it gonna do?
Yeah.
That's the simple syrup. Isn't that beautiful color?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna get you drunk. I know there's no alcohol in it, it's simple syrup, but what you're gonna do to it is gonna get you drunk.
Like it's just beautiful color. I love it. Don't mind all the mess. The house is a disaster, so we'll just have to blur the stuff in the back out.
We don't have the money for that kind of editing.
Budget is not high.
Wow. Shade.
I
Cow.
I gotta do a little bit more of this. We'll do it in tin cup.
Okay. So beerbluesbs.com is our website, beerbluesbs.com. Go there, see the things. Also, if you want to give us your money, please do that because we need your money. We're thirsty and we need to keep the lights on. Please. So streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. Again, streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. If you really want to do the forward, this is the back.
And keeping the lights on is important because, as you can see, Kidder's lights are not on.
It's an effect. It's a feature.
Allegedly.
It's a feature. Yes. That light's on. Right there.
Every light in the house is on. If you come to my house, my kids don't know how to shut lights off.
I was laughing because I think I broke Howard for a second.
No, Howard broke himself because the other day I was looking for a graphic for a thumbnail for one of the shorts, and it came upon back in the days, Kidder, where I was trolling you by putting Nickelback posters in your background to a bit where I had cut out the members of like Nickelback from a thing, and it just struck me that I could just like take Local Geeks feed and just kind of like put the members of Nickelback like they're over his back shoulder, standing in the darkness, like observing. And that tickled my fancy, and hey,
I mean, it tracks because they are kind of creepy like that,
Hey, those of you who watch our YouTube channel, which thank you, please subscribe. Go back. I maybe did that. Just go take a look. Go keep an eye on Local Geeks feed. If you missed it, watch it again. Anyway, Kidder, you were doing cheap plugs. I'm sorry.
No, that was a pretty cheap plug for this episode to go backwards in time. Especially if you made it to this part and you missed it. You should go back. Otherwise, like us on Facebook and Instagram. Follow us on all the audio places, including Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, IMDb, Player FM, Pandora, Stitcher, TuneIn. I said those, but YouTube Podcasts is there, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, pretty much anywhere that has a podcast. Just search it if you have an account on any platform and click the sub button for us. It'll help get us maybe a number or a metric or something like that. Howard, back to you.
Oh, you're not gonna not gonna say, hey, final thoughts or
Oh, that was a good final thought, Howard. All right, JS, what's your final thought?
Are we going by what? I didn't. I was not prepared for this initially. Okay. I'm gonna go all girl dad again because I got to spend about 2.5 hours with the dinosaur today, picking out her Halloween costume. She wants to be Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. So we went to one of the thrift stores. We went to we went to the one thrift store and then two like fancier thrift stores, or reused store, whatever you want to call them, and picked out a pair of shorts and a shirt, and I found her a coat and a big long chunk of fake purple hair, and it's going on good. But I had a blast picking out a Halloween costume with her today. So if you're a girl dad, spend some time doing stuff like that. It's really rewarding.
It's good. Howard, did you think of a final thought?
I mean, I had one. You just
Oh, well, what was it?
I was just going to basically put it because the last two episodes I was on a bit of a walkabout trying to complete a challenge to in 20 days walk 211 miles, basically across North Dakota. And I just was going to say I managed to do it. I came out in the end at 212 miles in 20 days. A good challenge, managed to pull it off. I don't know where that puts me in the grand scheme of the contest at work. We'll find out at some point, and I'll let you all know. I don't know that I will ever do that again. In fact, by the end of it, I was basically telling my wife, I'm like, I got to do this so that I don't feel the need to do this again next year. I don't know that I could push myself any further. I got blisters all over both my feet. The last 3 miles of it were the worst. The last day of it was the worst because my son threw up in the morning. So I missed most of the day at work, and usually at lunch I could get a couple miles in and not have to do quite as many. I had to do on that last day 9 miles just to pull it off. So it was 9 miles, which was my longest single walk time of the whole thing. My best day was 16 and a half, but I had to do 9 and pulled it off. Knee was hurting, hip was hurting, back was hurting, ribs were hurting. I limped home. I could barely make it up my stairs, but I did it. I'm proud I did it. And it's why you should try and challenge yourself to do hard things, because it's well worth it, and I've been very proud of myself for having completed such a monumental task. So if you want to see me try and podcast while doing it, go back and watch the last 2 episodes.
Good job for that, Howard. Some people will call that exact same hard challenge as watching this show. Doc, you joined us. What kind of knowledge and final thoughts do you have for us?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give a little context because some of you know that I was a music major in college, but it's not what I do now. So for about the first 23 years of my life, music was everything. But since then, I've been on a different trajectory, and for probably about the past 20 years, I've always been thinking oh, I should get back into it. I should get back into a choir. I should do these things, but there's always reasons why, excuses, I'm too busy. It's not a good night of the week, all these reasons. And so finally last month I said, enough excuses, let's do it. I auditioned for a choir. I got into it. And that very first night in rehearsal, I knew I was missing it. But when we hit that first note together in that first rehearsal, I could feel it in my entire body. I was missing it even more than I thought I was. And so for me, the lesson there that I would share is there's always excuses. There's no shortage of excuses. that hold us back from things, and sometimes we just need to just power through it and say, you know what, no excuses. I need to do it, because this past month has been really tough, like work wise and a bunch of things that are going on, and I've been able to tap into that to really get me through in ways that I wasn't expecting. All because I was willing to say enough excuses, enough reasons why not to, because there's always going to be reasons why not to do something. Focus on the reasons why you should do something.
Sage advice. Very good. I like it. And congratulations.
I've been having a blast. It's been amazing. So
happiness is also good.
Yes, indeed.
Now, speaking of anti-happiness, Local Geek, have you burned those bodies yet, or you still got a couple more bones to try and grind, or what? And he done muted himself, or he just disconnected because, you know.
He had to mute so he couldn't hear the screams.
Yeah.
Maybe he's dead, and Jimi Hendrix came up back and killed him.
Jimi Hendrix. Oh God, there was the great. I think I saw.
Those demons you've been summoning there around the fire are getting in the way.
Nothing more ironic than our tech guy having tech issues.
I think it's hilarious because now he gets to feel like everybody else when they call him.
The unfortunate thing is because the unfortunate thing is normally when you have a tech issue, when the tech person shows up, it automatically resolves itself. But we don't have another tech person here on the call to show up and have it automatically resolve itself.
You know, it goes back to the old saying, "Who watches the Watchmen?" It's you know who tech guy is the tech guy. You know,
he was just blaming the Wi-Fi out there, like, oh, it's the Wi-Fi issue. I'm 12 feet from my house and my Wi-Fi doesn't reach. Yes, the Wi-Fi does suck out in the middle of the undisclosed location where you're disposing of the bodies. Yes.
That sounds like a tech guy problem.
Yeah. Did you try turning it off and turning it back on? No. Did you try pulling it out and reinserting it?
Did you restart your router?
I mean, the nice thing is this is going to be a great cliffhanger for next week. Which, I mean, I hate to not.
Hey, it's unmuted.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yes, the mute. That's what it was. Right.
The mute was off.
Right. Okay.
Was that your final?
So yeah. Anyway, the
mute was off.
The wind kept blowing my beer can over, and the fire was trying to kiss my leg. And
Fire.
The fire or the demonic imp that you summoned?
I mean, potato.
No comment.
No. Is that your final thought? Potato. All right. Well, I guess that's a great note as of any note that it could be. So, yes, the flaming skulls. There they are.
Yeah. You show me evidence, record that. or delete it, whichever one.
All of the above. And now that we've gone around, and the flame's out, or the Wi-Fi went out. I guess we'll just have to see.
We're always going to blame it on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi.
He finally burned the last of Jimi Hendrix.
He's going to bring some voodoo back to that child. All right, let's get out of here for Howard Blues. For JS Gunslinger, for the Doc, spewing the knowledge, and for Local Geek at his place of whatever he's brewing up. I'm still Mark Kidder. Thanks for being here for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Remember to keep a glass at least half full. There's free beer tomorrow, and we will catch you on down that broken skull-filled highway, the Tuscan Highway. Have a great one. See you on the next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
JS has returned, as is Chris.
I cannot. I had set anywhere. I don't know what the hell happened to either one of them, so we're gonna have to wing it.
I mean, that's pretty much our official motto: Beer, Blues, and BS. We're just winging it.
You're not wrong.
Why
Just
not?
barely here.
Hello, Howard. Hello, Kidder. Big D Business Center is relocating again. On the way home.
And figure out what I want to drink.
Yes.
I think you still got IPAs left.
I think you should. I don't know if I'm feeling IPA tonight. I got an Island Mango Wheat. Is that considered an IPA?
I don't believe so, but you know.
I'll consider it one just for you. Yes.
I guess I'll try that. And
Yes, I know, Vinny. I know.
let's see, what the hell else we got in here? Got to open that box of mystery stuff that I got from Howie and Derek.
Yeah, there's stuff in there.
Mystery box.
I'll even tell you, there's no IPAs in the mystery box.
First,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, never mind.
Wow.